All right. Hey, everybody. Hello. Good afternoon. It is secretly not the afternoon. It is the night. Welcome to this 20-minute chair yoga / chair as a prop movement break. For those of you who are about to see me in person, I'm not sick. I am having really bad allergies. So please don't freak out about my congestion situation. If you're watching this just at a completely different time, disregard. I'm probably fine now. For this practice, all you need is a little bit of space to move and a chair. This can be a chair of any kind. It can be a chair with arms or without. It can have wheels or without. I would recommend trying to grab a chair without wheels if you can help it, but it's not going to be a deal breaker for you if your chair has wheels. So I have 20 minutes on the clock right now. Want to be respectful of the time that you have really chosen to carve out for this. I am sincerely really proud of you for stopping whatever was happening before this to give yourself just a little bit of pocket of time to reconnect with your body and your breath. I really promise you this time will not be wasted. So let's get right to it. We are not going to start seated. So you don't need your chair right away. We're actually going to get started standing up, and we're going to get started. We're going to do some weird stuff, and I want you to just go with it. I want you to just suspend how weird it is and just be with me here. So we're going to find a kind of just like a comfortable stance with your feet. Don't need to be super wide, don't need to be super close together, somewhere where you feel like you can press down equally through both of your feet. I want you to take a big breath in and start to draw your arms up over your head. You're breathing in big as you can. Now take one more little sip of breath in here. Second inhale. And as you exhale, let everything go. You can even flop your arms down. Again, like that, breathing in slowly and fully, raising the arms, reaching up long. Second inhale. Exhale, let it all out. You can even do horse lips, like, let's do that one more time. Breathing in, fingers are wide and long, arms reach up high. Second inhale. Let it all go. All right, this next part is even weirder. You can close your eyes if that feels comfortable. We're just gonna start to shake through the body. So maybe you start with the arms and the hands. There's no wrong way to do this. We're just kind of working out some of that pent up energy. It gets stuck in our bodies while we're just sitting at our desks all day, staring at our computers, stressing from call to call. Do whatever feels natural to you here. And if it feels weird, honestly, just lean into it. Maybe you're getting the shoulders involved, maybe the hips, maybe even the legs. And I really feel that face stretching is an underrated stretch. So from here, just start to find some movement with your face. Maybe you open up your eyes and your mouth really big, like a silent scream face. Maybe you're shaking the head. There's no wrong way to do this. We are here together, just shaking out any stuck energy for 5, for 4, keep breathing, for 2, and 1. Rest one hand at your heart center, one on your belly. Find stillness. Close your eyes or gaze down. Just take a moment to notice your body. Notice your heartbeat. Do you feel the breath moving through your chest, maybe through your belly? Option to keep eyes closed or maybe open them if balance is a challenge. Start to just shift your weight forward and backward, just noticing the weight in the toes and the balls of the feet. And then noticing the weight back towards the heels. Just like this, just breathing, kind of holding ourselves here, shifting forward and back. And now start to find that same little movement, just to shift from right to left. Just a little exercise here to get back into the body. You've been scrolling on your phone, feverishly typing some emails, just hard at work. Sometimes just little practices like this help you remember, like, I have feet. And then maybe you start to go front, back, side to side. Maybe you're drawing a little circle. Maybe you're like, Abby, this is not what I signed up for. We're almost done. You take a big breath in. And a big breath out. 2 more like that. Breathing in, feeling your body expand with air. And breathing out. 1 more, just like that. Big in breath. And then a big out breath. Good. Find stillness. Release your hands down to your sides. We're going to find a little bit of synchronized movement and breath here. So feet are that comfortable width distance apart. I want you to take a big breath in, reach your arms up tall, and then hold and breathe here. This is known as mountain pose. I want you to notice if your butt is really stuck out like Kardashian butt, can you pull your tailbone right under your shoulders and hug your belly button up and in. So it's sort of that corseted feel through the core. You're supporting yourself using this 360-degree core, and legs are strong. Reach your fingertips up 1 inch higher, but see if you might relax the tops of your shoulders. Good. Take a big breath in here. As you exhale, reach the right arm straight back. Right arm back, left arm goes forward, opening into a big twist. Stay and breathe here. Think about stretching your fingertips as long as you can in opposite directions. And notice if the right hip has opened up to help with this twist. Can you use maybe a little bit of glute strength to keep the hips tracking straight forward while just the arms and the chest open? Good. Still breathing here. Maybe start to find some rotation through the arms, flipping the palms up, noticing any sensations. Flipping the palms back down. Good. Inhale, back to center, mountain pose. Exhale, twist the other way, reaching the left fingertips back, right fingertips forward. Stay and breathe here. Notice if the weight is unequally distributed in your feet, even that out. Legs are strong. Core is still holding up and in. Both hip points point straight forward. A few breaths here. Maybe find some movement through the arms, maybe rolling out the wrists. Good. Inhale, center. Exhale, palms touch at heart center. Inhale, mountain, reach up. Exhale, twist right, right arm goes back. Inhale, mountain, come to center. Exhale, twist left, really peel your arms long. Good. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's go through one more time together. Inhale, mountain, reach and stretch. Exhale, right arm back. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, left arm back, big twist. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. Now, keep standing up nice and tall here. You might want to use the chair for a little bit of support. We're going to do a prolonged side bend. This is optional, but it is here for you if you want a little more support. So bring your right hand onto some part of your chair. As you breathe in, reach the left arm straight up. And as you exhale, bend towards the chair. So you're bending to your right, hips bump off to the left. We're here for a couple breaths, holding and breathing. Your core is still hugging up and in, so you're not completely collapsing. This is a controlled bend. But notice this opening all through the left rib cage. Maybe you even feel this through the left hip. And can you relax this left shoulder away from the ear? Take one more breath in here. One more breath out. Good. Using your core, bring yourself back up to center. And now let's find this on the other side. So if you're using your chair as a prop, you move or the chair moves. Left hand rests for support. Feet, weight is even in both feet. Inhale, right arm up high. As you breathe out, bending to the left this time, bumping the hips off to the right, maybe negotiating a little bit of space here, seeing what feels supportive so you can allow this opening. Couple breaths here. If this feels challenging or a little uncomfortable, bring more breath. You might firm your glutes like 30% to support your low back. Soften the shoulder, breathe in here. Breathe out, where can you relax? Connect to your core. Inhale, rise back up tall, both arms high. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. Last little standing moment. We're still gonna hold this brace of the core. If you're feeling like a little warm through the core, maybe even like a little fatigued, perfect. That's That's the goal here. I invite you to bring your left hand onto your tummy. This just helps me remember to hug up and in. We're going to do big circles backwards with the right arm. So as you breathe in, reach the right arm straight up high. And as you exhale, just the right arm moves like you're swimming backstroke, reaching as far back as you can, allowing that opening across the front of the chest and shoulder all the way down to your hips. That was one. Let's do two more. Inhale, reach up high, palm faces away from your body. Exhale, reaching backwards, 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 palm faces forward, coming back to rest at the hip. Good. One more really slow like that with the breath. Inhale. And exhale, reaching back and down. So good. Oof. All right. Maybe give a little shake. Why not? All right. Get it together, Abby. All right. Maybe bring the right hand to the core if that helps you remember to support yourself. Left arm at the side. Inhale, reach the left arm up high. As you exhale, turn the palm to face away from your body and reaching back. Slow with the exhale all the way back to your hip. Good. Two more like that. Inhale, palm faces out, reaching up. As you exhale, slowly extending the arm back. One more like that. Don't rush it. Breathe in. Nice job. And done. Just kidding. Done with that part. All right. We're going to use this chair for one last on our feet exercise. We're going to do a modified downward facing dog. So bring the back. This is where like a rolling chair might be a little scary for you. So if you do have a rolling chair, push it up against a wall so it doesn't roll away from you. You're going to bring your hands to the back of the chair. Find a wide stance with the feet. Know that the like wider than your hips. And you're just going to start to walk the feet backwards until you find a stretch that feels good to you through the lower back, through the glutes and hips. There's no wrong way to do this, and there's no like level of depth we're trying to achieve. You could stay just like this, just rocking the hips side to side, noticing how the hamstrings feel, the hips. And if you're like, this feels good, I think I could find a little more. Maybe you walk the feet back or push the chair away from you. Finding this opening through the shoulders too. So you're pushing the palms down onto the chair, energetically dragging them back towards your body. And thinking about opening across the collarbone. So notice the shoulder blades drawing together behind you and then down your back. And maybe you add those little shifts side to side here. Experiment with this shape until you find what feels best for you today. And as always, there's no judgment about the level of flexibility that feels comfortable to you. There's nothing we're trying to achieve. We're just opening through the back line of the body and across the chest and shoulders. 3 more big full breaths here. Maybe you start to just nod the head. Yes, nice and slowly, maybe shaking it. No. Just noticing how the neck feels. 1 more breath in. And a breath out. Good. Start to walk your feet back towards the chair to come out of it. All right. We're a little over halfway done. We will be seated in the chair for the remainder of this little session. So we're going to start, oh my gosh, quad stretch. We're not sitting down yet. We're going to do a quad stretch. I wrote it below the line where I wrote sit. All right. You do want to hold on to the chair here. I want you to kick your right foot towards your glutes and grab your foot. If this is really tough for you, bring the knee onto the chair and then bend down to grab your foot and see how much flexibility you can find. You could stay just like this with the knee resting on the chair for double support. I'm going to do this. This feels nice. And you might already be feeling this stretch across the front of the right leg and the front of the hip. For a little more, think about kicking the foot into your hand and think about driving your right glute and hip forward. So you're pushing forward, feeling this opening all across the front of the thigh. And as always, play around with this until you find something that feels supportive and good to you. So if the knee on the chair is not working, Maybe you go for a little balance moment. We're remembering to keep the heart lifted here, keeping the breath steady. Take another breath in. And as you exhale, let that foot go with control. Quad stretch on the other side. I'm going to walk to the other side of the chair. I really like that left knee down. I'm grabbing for the left ankle. And again, if you don't have this much flexion in the knee, or this is just really not feeling good through the ankle, play around with some version of the shape where you can find a stretch somewhere across the front of your body that feels good. And if it's just not happening today, it's completely okay. So remember, if you want a little more in this stretch, kick the foot into the hand and squeeze the left glute, push forward. Maybe think about, well, if you were standing, you would think about pushing the knee down. It's a little different with the chair. Can you keep your heart more lifted, your collarbones more broad and open? One more breath in. And as you exhale, gently let that leg go. Now we will sit down. Turns out that I needed this midday mental break and stretch just as much as anyone. All right, we're gonna do a hip stretch here now called like a pigeon pose. So I want you to bring the right ankle or like right kind of side of the shin up over the left knee. You're scooched onto the edge of the chair here. And your knee might be up really high if you have super tight hips. It's okay, we can still work with it. We're looking for a stretch in this outer right hip. So think about flexing your right toes back towards your shin. And I like to find a little bit of movement with this stretch, just a gentle rock side to side, or maybe like a little circle. And if you're feeling a lot of tension through the hip, breathe into that. Think about sending your breath to that tight space. Two more rounds of breath here. This one's a killer. Oof. Good. We will gently unwind these legs and grab the opposite leg now, pulling it up. Ankle slash shin crosses over the top of the other knee, on top of the thigh. You're going to notice right away if one of your hips is much tighter than the other. This is my tight hip. The knee is up much higher. No judgment, just observation. It's good to know. Think about flexing the left toes back towards the shin. And again, here, find whatever movement feels nice. If you want a little more in this stretch, bring your left hand onto the left thigh, push down, and then roll the thigh out, externally rotating the hip. You're like, no, then don't do it. Still breathing here. Notice if tension has crept up into your shoulders, your jaw, or your eyebrows, if this is an especially tense spot for you. Good. Two more big, slow breaths here. Amazing. Unwind this leg. All right, we've got a couple little things for the spine and shoulders, and then that is the end of our time together. We're going to find a little bit of cat and cow movement here. So scooch to the edge of your chair, bring your palms onto the tops of your thighs. As you breathe in, slide your hands towards your body, lift up and forward through the heart, option to lift the chin up. Pause here for a moment. Think about pinching shoulder blades together behind you and drawing your collarbones broad across the front of your chest. Inhale here. Exhale, round and curl. This is cat pose. Palms slide forward, chin tucks to the chest, rounding through the spine. Let's flow 2 times here. Inhale, cow pose, lift through the heart. Exhale, Halloween cat. Sorry, inhale, cat. And exhale, cat. Good. Gently return to center. Readjust yourself on the edge of your chair. We're going to find eagle arms now, or maybe a big bear hug if eagle isn't available in your body. So bring the right elbow up, left arm comes underneath. So right elbow on top of the left. Option to weave your palms to touch here, or like to grab for something. If this is not working, grab for opposite shoulders. But think about pushing your elbows into each other. You might feel this as a big stretch across the front and sides of the shoulders here. So elbows are lifted up to be in line with the shoulders, whether you have eagle or a bear hug, pushing. Notice any tension that crept up into your face. Big breath in here. Big breath out. Good. Unwind your arms. Let's find the opposite way. So left arm is on top of the right this time. Palms might weave to touch. Maybe this worked for you on the other side, and because one shoulder is tighter, it's not working here. You can always switch to the bear hug. Same thing here. This is an active stretch. So pushing the arms into each other, actively lifting them up so your elbows are in line with your shoulders, stretching through the outsides of the arms. 2 breaths here. Good. Breathing in. And as you exhale, unwind and let go. All right, we're going to do one little neck stretch here. So bring the right ear to the right shoulder. Both shoulders draw back. Collarbone is broad across the heart. Relax the palms of your hands. Think about lifting your left ear up towards the sky. Find 3 breaths here. Good. At the bottom of your left, exhale, tuck the chin down into the chest, keeping the heart lifted, shoulders back, just noticing any stretching through the back of the neck. Inhale, lift your chin to center. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Ooh. Same stretch, other side, keeping the chest broad, the hands and elbows heavy and soft. Lifting the right ear up. 3 breaths here. Nice and slow. Don't rush it. Bottom of your last exhale, tuck the chin down to the chest. And then lift back up. We'll close with 3 big breaths together. As you breathe in, reach your arms up high. Expand and extend. Exhale, hands to heart. Again, like that, breathing in, swooping up, up, up. And breathing out. Last one, we'll take that second inhale here. Inhale, reach all the way up. Second inhale. Exhale, let it go, hands to heart. All right, that was 22 minutes of some stretching. I hope you're feeling just a little more open, a little more connected to your breath and your body. If this helps you out, share it with a friend. If you have requests for next time, let me know. Thanks again for showing up, being here for yourself. I will see you next time. Thank you.